Good morning everybody, good evening if you're joining me, afternoon if you're joining me on demand. Welcome to Fran's Pilates. This is the class with more challenging options. Obviously they're options, so please work at your own level. If you are coming to me with more challenging options, make sure you've got your weights, your bands, your activation bands, anything else you want to add in for that more challenging option. Okay, mats, nice space, ventilation, water as normal. Feet hip distance apart, and just quick recap on your posture. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. 3 points of connection in the spine. Remember to lift the chest or lift the rib cage. That helps you to open up the shoulders and helps you to enable your chin to go back. If you're stooped like that, it's very difficult to get the chin back so it sits on your shoulders with no strain. So lift the chest, open up, shoulders, arms slightly behind you, neutral spine position, pelvic floor, bicep muscles, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, close that rib cage, draw the abdominals in, and try and keep them drawn in. If you're more advanced with your Pilates, have a little look down at your knees, make sure the knees don't roll in, knees level with second or third toe, and if you push the knees or thighs out a little bit against your activation band, you're going to feel more glute, core, tummy activation in that area, and of course that strengthens your back and so forth. Okay, so are you ready? I hope so. Feet hip distance apart, check, knee check, posture check, 3 points of connection, neutral spine position, pelvic floor, bicep muscles up onto the balls of the feet, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, draw the abdominals in, push the hips back, but don't arch the back. So draw the abdominals in at the same time so your lower back lengthens, and roll down one vertebra at a time. Try and keep the abdominals contracted if you can. Breathing normally and just relax the upper body. No tension in the arms, hands, shoulders, neck. Just sort of hang there, and you'll feel the backs of the legs, the thighs, buttocks, the lower back, just lengthening a little bit. So just let that happen. Keep the abdominals in to protect your back. And then again, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Draw the abdominals in, slowly coming up, all the way back to the top. Good, 3 points of connection, neutral spine, up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in, hinge the hips back. Let the upper body start to roll down, opening up the spine. No tension in the upper body. Just keep those abdominals contracted and breathe normally. All right, breathing in, breathe out. Slowly coming up, draw the abdominals in. All the way back up. Fantastic. Okay, so lengthen through the top of the spine, lengthen through the lower spine there, your lower back. Open the chest, arms slightly behind you so your chin, there's no strain in the neck, chin is sitting back there, and just start to roll the shoulders forwards, up, back and down. Breathing in and out. Just try and keep those abdominals in, no tension, one after the other, nice and relaxed. Keep that chin back so there's no tension in the neck. Good, hands on the shoulders, so continue breathing in, opening up the chest, breathing out. So squeeze those shoulder blades together, breathing in and out. And then the arms, relax the shoulders and the arms, raise the hands, breathing in, breathing out, elbows level with the ears. Draw the abdominals in as you stretch up from there, opening up the arms and then palms facing the backwards, and squeeze the scapula, the shoulder blades together as you come back down. Good, breathing in. Breathing out, stretching up, reaching up, all the way back. Keep the neutral spine position, squeeze the shoulder blades together, all the way back down. And again, breathing in, breathing out, stretch, and hold it there this time. Make sure, have a look at your elbows, bring them back, level with the ears. If you're finding you can't do it, just bend the elbows a little bit, bring the arms there, and you're going to stretch up a little bit more from the shoulder blade. It doesn't matter how straight the arm gets, it's the stretch from the shoulder blade that counts, like that. If you can straighten the arms, all well and good. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching. Take the arms back behind you. So palms facing backwards if you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the arms behind you and a little pulsing action there. Draw the abdominals in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, and relax. Okay, arms slightly behind you. Chin retracted. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. So shrug the shoulders. Again here, make sure the shoulders are leading the movement, not the elbows or the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. So 3 points of connection in the spine here. Arms slightly behind you. Breathing in, breathing out. In and out. I know you're thinking about the upper body. Still keep that lower body core connected. Knees in the correct alignment there. And then alternating. One and then the other. That's it. And then just take it out to the side a little bit. Still keeping the arms behind you, so the stretch comes from the shoulder blade. Otherwise, you're encouraging your body to hunch here with the head going forwards. Very important there. Stretching, breathing in, breathing out, lengthen. Breathing in, breathing out, lengthen. Taking the arms a little bit higher. There. There. All right, then both together. And again, just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Little pulsing action. Draw the abdominals in. Lift that rib cage. Good. And back. All right, relaxing the head forwards and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Chin retracted, nice and slowly. No jerky movements. Breathing in, breathing out. Lift the chin slightly and head forwards. Slowly coming up, breathing in, breathing out, slowly coming up, and down, back to the centre, chin retracted, jaw up to the ceiling, slowly, and back, breathing in, breathing out, nice and slowly. In, breathing out. Good, chin retracted, turn the head to the side, open the chest, shoulder blades back and down. So hold it there, open the chest a little bit more, see if you can turn that head round a little bit further. Breathing in, breathing out, and very slowly, semicircle with the head, brush the chin to the chest if you can reach, up to the other side, open the chest, look over the shoulder, breathing in, breathing out, take it round a little bit further. If you can, working on that mobility, movement in the neck. Remember, you'll get much more movement here. You'll be able to get your head round further if you've got that correct postural position. If you're like this, it's very difficult to get that head round. So make sure you've got your correct postural position. You can see what difference that makes. You can get the head round, got more mobility in the neck there. Good, back to the centre. Relax the head to the shoulder, breathing in, breathing out. Stretch the head up and over, shoulder down. Nice stretch there. Good, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Shoulder down. Good, hands behind the head. Tuck the chin in, head forwards. And slowly coming up. Breathing in. Breathing out, chin back, head forwards. Slowly coming up. Just turn the head and shoulders to the left, chin retracted, breathe in, breathe out, and just to get that deeper stretch in the neck. Good, and back. Other side, head forwards. Okay, hands behind the head, the ears here, if you can. If you find this uncomfortable, just keep the hands on the shoulders, but it's important that you've got your 3 points of connection here. So you're not like that, you're like this, with the scapula, with the shoulder blades drawn together. That's it. And then we're going to rotate. So if you want to work harder, more on the arms and shoulders, take the fingertips behind the ears. Now the important thing is here that your arms are behind you. So no point in doing the exercise like that. Lift the rib cage, lift the chest, breathe in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, arms back, chin retracted, and then we're going to rotate from there. Knees bent, try and keep the hips facing forward as much as you can. If you feel it pulling on your low back, bend the knees a bit more, tuck the hips under, take the legs a little bit wider. There, don't force it, and try not to pull from the low back. Just think of the chest moving, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Nice and slowly, side to side. Keep the chest lifted, shoulder blades squeeze together. There, and back. There, and back. Right, we're going to hold it one side. Okay, I want you to get just a little pulsing action. Take those arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, chin retracted, and then take the arms away. Stretch back a little bit more, and then from there, we're going to reach one arm and the other one. That's it. So remember, this is like your rib cage movement, side to side. Again, quite difficult to achieve. Give it a go. There, 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 and then hold it and really stretch. One arm going one way, one arm going the other. Stretch from the spine, keeping the arms back. That's it, gives you a nice stretch there. And then the other side, turning the other way. 3 points of connection, chin retracted, elbows back. Again, a little pulsing action backwards. Take the arms away. And you're going to go side to side there. Stretch, arm, shoulder, stretching. And hold it, little pulsing backwards. And I want you to stretch. One arm goes one way, one arm goes the other. Stretch from the spine. Good, and relax. Brilliant. All right, give those arms a bit of a rest. Okay, so we're going into our side lunges. So our stretches, inner thigh stretches, 3 points of connection. If you find it difficult to keep your upper body in that correct stance, if you like, do take the arms behind you, here or here, open the chest, and that will help you keep your neutral spine position, keep the shoulder blades engaged. So legs as wide as is comfortable for you. If it's a small movement, it doesn't matter, a little bit wider, up to you. Breathing in, breathing out. So close the rib cage, abdominals in, sink the hips back, make sure the knee and thigh don't move forwards. Remember, no jerky movements. You can still work hard with Pilates, slow and controlled. Breathing in, breathing out, chin retracted, shoulder blades back and down. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. Sink the hips back, feel that stretch in the inner thigh. And again, because we're just loosening up your pelvic area, lower back. All right, hold it one side, keep that posture. Take the legs a little bit wider. If you want to, turn the feet out a little bit more, and then breathe in, breathe out. Sink the hips back as far as it's comfortable for you. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Keep your posture in place. Try not to let everything hunch forward. Good. All right, and come back the other way. Bring the feet back in, and then go the other side again, because you might maybe more flexible one side than the other. So make sure you don't overdo it. Take the legs a little bit wider. Turn the feet out. Again, up to you. Breathe in, breathe out. Sink the hips back. Draw the abdominals in, and we're there. Position. Good. Okay, we're going to turn to the side into our hip flexor stretch. So again, if you'd like to add in your weights here or your stretchy band, just grab it. If you don't want to, you can just use your ball. I'll use the bands today. Okay, so from here, we're turning to the side. So in this position, again here, you can have the legs wider that way. So when you go down, you're getting more of a stretch. Or if it's uncomfortable, you haven't got that flexibility yet, just a small step. It doesn't matter, as long as you're activating your hip flexor. Okay, so squat down. How low do you go? It's up to you, but make sure you don't take your hips lower than your knees there. That's it, it can be quite, not good for the knees anyway. Okay, so here, breathe in, breathe out, tip the pelvis under, feel your hip flexor, add bands in if you want to. Again, you can wind them up a little bit more if you want to work harder. Elbows level with the ears, stretching up from the chest, from the shoulder blades, no hunching. Elbows level with the ears if you can, breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, activate that hip flexor and stretch up and over to the side. Draw the abdominals in at this point, over to the side and back. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over. Again, make sure your arm doesn't come forwards. Still think about your shoulder blades back and down. Oops. Try and talk at the same time. Okay, here we are, other side. Breathing in, breathing out over. So if you want to work a little bit harder with the back muscles, with the shoulders, you're going to bring that arm down. Still make sure the arm is slightly behind you. Over here, that's it there. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, hip flexor. Remember, you're going to feel this in the abdominals as well. Other side, up and over. There. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. Going back to the center. Elbows back, stretching up. Lift the chest up and back slightly. Add more resistance here if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. Draw the abdominals in. And really feel that stretch through the spine, through your abdominals. We'll see your arm, working your arms and shoulders as well. Flip to the other side. Again, go as low as it's comfortable for you. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. 3 points of connection here. So make sure this doesn't happen. The idea with your hip flexor is it goes all the way up through your abdominals and into your lumbar spine. So it's very important that you're not in this position. Think of that stretch element here. Good, elbows level with the ears, breathing in, breathing out. If you want to work harder with this, there is another level. You can come forwards, obviously make sure your knees onto the mat there. That's a deeper stretch there. Maybe we'll do that next week. Okay, up to you. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, stretching up and over. Draw the abdominals in, chin retracted, and then bring that arm down. A couple of times. This is for your back muscles, remember. Draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under. At the same time, up and over. And breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. Feel that stretch. And back. Add more resistance with the bands. Lift the chest up and back. No hunching. Shoulder blades back and down. Tip the pelvis under. And hold that stretch. Good, fantastic. Okay, put your band down. Finish off with your front of the thigh stretch. Knees level. Breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in. Tip the pelvis under. This is for your front of the thigh. Chin retracted. Breathing in, breathing out. Do remember the leg you're standing on. Never lock it because it pushes your low back out. Keep it slightly bent. And if you can balance, hold your foot with both hands. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis forward, heel in towards the hip. Chin retracted. Good, all right, swap sides. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, knees level, breathing in. With that, tip the pelvis under, heel in towards the hip. Both hands on the foot if you can balance. Breathing in, breathing out, and again, tip the pelvis under. Great. Okay, so we're going to go into our squatting. So again, pick up your weights if you want to work a little bit harder, or you can pick up your exercise band. Up to you. So first of all, we're going to do a couple of lunges, and we're going to turn the body to the side. So this works the oblique muscles, quite a good one to do. So you need to add in as much resistance as you need to here. So back nice and straight. So we lunge forward. Remember, you can do a little step, as long as you've got your 3 points of connection, and the knee doesn't go too far forward. Or you can take a bigger step, squat down. Okay, stretch the band apart there, draw the abdominals in. Let's just do a couple just to get that movement there. Now really think about when you do this, squeeze the scapula, squeeze the shoulder blades together and back. So if you've got the weights, again, just take them apart and back. It's quite good to do this with the bands. Wind it up as much as you need to. Squat, down and squeeze and back. Keep the chin retracted. Lunge, squat and squeeze and back. Good. Lunge, squat and squeeze and back. Lunge, squat and straight squeeze. Okay, this time we're going to go to the side. So we're going to go lunge, squat. Okay, stretch apart there. Little pulsing action. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then we're going to take it to the side and back. Again, if you've got the weights, you can take the arm further back. If you've got the band, you can take the arm further back. Draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under, and this works also the muscles of the back, abdominals, obviously our Pilates muscle, but also the what we call the obliques, the muscles in the side of the waist. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. There. And back. Good. And then we'll do the other side. Actually, I'll go this way around. So we're going lunge down. Again, lunge a bit lower if you want to, as long as your hip doesn't go lower than your knees. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze the scapula. Little pulsing action. Shoulder blades back and down. Abdominals in. And then we're just going to take it to the side. And back, breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. So feeling it in the oblique muscles. There, and back. Draw the abdominals in. There, and back. Good, and come back up. Okay, and we'll just finish off with a couple of squats. So take the legs a little bit wider, turn the feet out slightly, and then we're going to, as we go down into our squat, we're going to bring our arms behind us, shoulder blades back and down. If you find that really uncomfortable, of course, just bring it down to the front, making sure you're still squeezing the shoulder blades together. Okay, here we go. Breathing in, breathing out, down. Again here, tiny squats. If you're building up on this, it doesn't really matter. Just a tiny squat. Make sure the hips go back. Make sure the knees don't go any further forwards than the end of the foot. If you want to work a bit harder, okay, we can go down a little bit lower, add more resistance here with your bands, but do keep the chin retracted. Try not to get into the habit of doing this, okay? So a little bit more resistance if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hips back first, chin retracted, and remember, squeeze the buttock muscles as you come back up. Feet slightly turned out, so activating more glutes, more inner thighs here. So as you come back up, abdominal, squeeze the buttock muscles, and almost like squeeze the inner thighs forwards as well here. There, squeeze. There. If you don't squeeze, it just becomes not much of an exercise at all. So slowly and squeeze. The feet turned out, so we're getting those inner thighs, squeeze, shoulder blades back and down, chin retracted. So if it's uncomfortable with the shoulders, you can bring the arms in front as long as you're still squeezing the shoulder blades back and down. Okay, speed it up a little bit if you want to. So when I say speed it up, I don't mean bounce, very much not bouncing. You can speed it up, but it's still slow and controlled. Down and slow coming up. They're squeezing the buttock muscles. All right, we're going to hold it there. We're just going to do, remember, it's not a bounce, little pulsing action. Push the heels into the mat. Squeeze the buttock muscles. You can add the arms in here if you want to, if you can coordinate it. And then just scoop, if you can, a little bit of scooping action here going on, pushing the inner thighs, sort of like inside out there. So you're activating inner thighs, buttock muscles, front and back of the thigh. There, all at the same time. Fantastic. All right, come back onto your mat. Shake the shoulders out a little bit. And we're just going to go into our deep stretches. So right over left, lock the elbows, push the elbows away. Breathing in, breathing out. And we're just going to go side to side. There, nice and slowly, breathing in, breathing out. And to get more of a stretch here, remember, open the shoulder blades. Then we get more of a stretch there in your upper back and the neck. Keep the hips facing the front. Turn the head the other way. Good, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, don't force this. If you feel you're pulling your low back or your hips, keep the knees bent, tuck the hips under, and just don't take the arms so far. Remember, you can build up on this on your mobility or flexibility as the weeks go on. Chin retracted. There, breathing in, breathing out and back. All right, elbows forward and extend the forearms further forwards away there. Good, and back, shake it out, and we just do the same thing. The other side, so left over right. Push the elbows away, breathing in, breathing out. There. Good. And nice and slowly turn the head the other way. Open the shoulder blades. So we're getting a really good stretch there in the neck. And back. Good. Elbows away and extend the forearms further forwards. Brilliant. Arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Open the chest. Shoulders down. Reach the arms up behind you. Chin retracted. Breathing in. Breathing out. And stretching back. And relax. And stretch. Good. Fantastic. Take your shoes off. If you want to, optional of course. And then we're going to get down onto the mat. Again, please work at your own level with this section. I'll give you some more challenging options. Grab yourself your water. Great. Okay, so same position as our start, our warm up. Feet facing forwards. Check your knee alignment. Engage your core. 3 points of connection. Open up that chest, chin retracted, up onto the toes, breathing in. Breathing out, heels back down. Draw the abdominals in. Hinge the hips back. Rolling forwards. This time we're going to hold that position. So either touch the floor if you can. If you can't yet, you might be able to in a minute. Or just hands on the legs. And feel the low back, the buttock muscles, the backs of the legs all stretching out. Breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in. Straighten the legs until you feel a good stretch there. Remember, this is a warm-up stretch, so don't overdo it. And relax. Bend the knees. Breathing in, breathing out. Straighten, bend, and straighten, and alternate. Bend one, straighten the other. Hinge that hip back. Hold the stretch. Good. And again, stretch. Hinge the hip back. Alternate. Good. Turn the toes inwards. Again, for our deeper leg stretches, buttocks, thighs, bend and straighten. Breathing in as you bend, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in. Hinge the hips back. Bend, straighten, and alternate. Bend one, straighten the other. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, turn the feet out. Bend the knees, breathing in, breathing out. Straighten the legs. Bend and straighten. And then alternate. Bend one, straighten the other. Alternating. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, bring the feet back to the front, facing forwards. Take the left leg out in front of you. Sink the hips back, draw the abdominals in. If you can reach, hold the end of the foot. But important that you still keep your 3 points of connection here. Try not to let your lower back round here, because you're losing all your strength, all your support in your back. So hold the end of the foot, stretch the toes back, and turn the foot inwards and outwards. Good. And then the other one. Stretch the toes back, turn the foot inwards and outwards. Good. Okay, so walk your hands forward onto the mat into your downward dog stretch. Again, always working at your own level here, of course. Stretch the arms back, hips up in the air, shoulder blades back and down, and then try and get your heels down towards the mat. That's it. Remember, it's not a competition, it's just a stretch. Come up onto the balls of the feet and stretch back. So think of this as a foot exercise. This is good for your arches of your feet, your ankles. And then we're coming up and down, followed by your back stretch. Stretch that spine. Breathing in, breathing out, slow and controlled. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching back. That's it. All right, hold it there, abdominals in. So come forwards into your plank position and then back into your downward dog stretch. If you need to hold your grips here, hold your grips, a bit of support for the wrists, and stops them. It stops you compressing the wrists there. Okay, so abdominals in, come forwards, chin retracted, draw those abdominals in, feel all your core muscles engaging, and stretching back into the stretch, heels back down, breathing in, breathing out, coming forwards, abdominals in. So the beauty about your plank is you're working so many muscles here, and coming forwards and back into your plank, you're actually working more muscles than if you're keeping it in a stationary position. If you're moving forwards and backwards, moving the muscles through more of a range of motion, it actually does work your muscles harder. So forwards and back. Again, if it's too much, do bring the knees onto the mat, or like this even, stretching forwards. The idea is to build up your shoulder strength gradually. And again, so how far forwards you come is up to you. Just work on that week on week. There and back. Okay, so we're going to hold it now in our plank position. Again, either knees on the mat or in your full plank, and we're not going to need the grips for a minute. So put that down. So this is quite challenging. So if you're not sure if you're strong enough, perhaps do it from this position first. Make sure you're not pushing your low back out. Draw the abdominals in. Okay, so we're going to go down onto our forearm. Make sure the elbow is under the shoulder and not sort of out to the side like that. You need to support your body. And the other one down. And then from here, breathe in, breathe out, abdominals in. You're coming back up. There. So it's down, down, up, up. This is great for the back of the arms, as well as your shoulder strength and your core strength, of course. Chin retracted, so we're going down, abdominals in, there, up, up, and try and go back down with the different arm first. Okay, and up. As you come back up, push your hand into the mat, and again, you get that workout in the back of the arms. So if you feel that's quite easy, you can do it from your full plank position here. So if you need to, take the legs, maybe the feet slightly wider, so you're getting more support. Again, you can keep the head a bit further back if you're not quite ready yet to take the full weight there with the head further forwards and the fingers. So you're going down, down, and up, up, and go down with the other one, down, down, up, up. It's quite challenging. You must keep those core muscles in. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. I keep going with the wrong arm. There we go. There, up, up. That really is quite tiring. Excellent. Shoulder blades back and down. Good, and relax. And come down into your child's pose stretch. Stretch the arms out. Relax the shoulders. Hands down by your side. Relax the head, neck and shoulders. Okay, and then come back up on all fours. Keep the chin retracted, and then we're just rounding the shoulder blades. Draw the abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out. So lift the chest, shoulder blades back and down, but lengthen through the spine as well, like that. So we're rounding. Really draw those abdominals in. There, close that rib cage and stretch. Lengthen through the spine, shoulder blades back and down. No arching, overarching the low back. And remember, don't lift that chin too high. The head comes up. Keep that neck nice and long so you're not compressing the back of the neck there. Rounding. That's it. And again, stretching back. Relax your arms, head, neck and shoulders. Good. All right, turn around the other way. Can you feel your arms working from that one? I can. If you don't feel it now, you may feel it. You may feel it tomorrow. Okay, so turn around the other way. We're going to do our rolling down. Okay, and if you want to work a little bit harder, just for a change, we can do it on the roller. Again, up to you. Work at your own level. Add your weights or your bands in here. Up to you. And again, remember that the activation band, it helps you work your core more, but also it supports you. So it actually keeps your knees and hips in the right alignment. So when you're working your muscles, and it helps you work the muscles more, you're keeping the right knee alignment. So you're working the muscles around the knees, around the hips and the back in the way they're designed, because it's giving you that support, that control. Okay, so up to you, breathing in, breathing out, draw the abdominals in, rolling back and slowly coming up. Particularly if you've got the roller, you're going to be working a little bit harder, so don't overdo it, and you may not be able to go back all the way with this. All right, squeeze the bicep muscles, draw the abdominals in as you come back up, breathing in, breathing out. Remember, opening the spine here, rolling back and slowly coming up. Good, breathing in, breathing out. So you don't have to use the roller, I'm just giving you some more challenging options here. And up. If you are doing it on the roller, up to you. If you want to add the weights in, you need to make sure you can keep your balance here, and then just work on going back a little bit lower. Squeeze the bicep muscles as you come back up. I like to bring the band down a little bit lower for this one, because then it supports my hips and my knees and my lower back. Push out against your activation band. Breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in, squeeze the bicep muscles, opening the spine. Okay, so continue with your roll up or not, and come back into this position. And then if you can, go down a little bit further. If you are, make sure you're not losing your control here. Push out against your bands and try and get the spine into the mat. Reaching up, breathing in, stretch the spine first and slowly coming up. Breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in, push the legs out against the band. Squeeze the ball as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice stretch for the spine and slowly squeezing. Okay, let's just give you the other options here with the band. So obviously if you've got the weights, you just hold the weights here, and it just gives you that extra little bit of intensity and conditioning, a little bit deeper conditioning, slowly going up. Make sure by adding the weights in here, it's not just the arms, it helps to condition, if you like, and strengthen the whole body a little bit more. Tuck the chin in, slowly come up, not for everybody, so please work at your own level. Again, if you've got the bands here, couple of options, stretch the band apart, coming back up, breathing in, breathing out. Again, you can wind the band up. This is quite a light band, which I use because I do it quite a lot, but you've got your red one, your blue one, your black one. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching. So, and if you have difficulty getting down off the floor, if you wrap the band around your feet, like this, obviously you're not going to take the arms back, that will actually help you. Breathing in, breathing out, coming back up there. And a lot of my clients like to work the biceps here. Now, I've already done the back of the arm exercise on the mat in our plank. So let's add in a bicep curl. So tuck the elbows into the waist, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze tummy, buttocks, and as you come back up, try and bring the hands up to the shoulders. If you can't get all the way down, it doesn't matter. So we're like this. Push out against your bands, breathing in, breathing out there, rounding. Can you feel that in the bicep muscles? There, in the bicep muscles, in the biceps as well. And if you're using your weights, same thing. These are quite light. Work at the weight you're comfortable with. Don't let the knees roll in. Although you're concentrating on the arms here, push out against your bands. Breathing in, breathing out there, hands up to the shoulders. Draw the abdominals in, squeeze the bicep muscles, and then you might just want to hold it here with your bands, and then we're going to do just double time. There, 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 alternating. Draw those abdominals in, in, breathing out. Good. Okay, so quite a few options there. Good. Hug your knees, nice deep breath in and out. And if you've lowered the band, do bring it up. Remember, with the band lower, you're going to work harder. So work at your own level there. Rounding the shoulder blades. Good, fantastic. All right, roll back down. I'm going to go into our leg slides. ball at the back of the head if you find it comfortable. Remember, push your legs out against your activation band. If you want to work harder, the band can come down a bit lower. This will depend on which band you've got, of course. This is the small one, so it gives you a little bit more support there, a little bit more conditioning. If you've got the wider one, the medium, you may want to bring it down a little bit further. Okay, arms up in the air, press the shoulder blades into the mat. So breathing in through the nose, rib cage expanding, breathing out through the mouth. Close that rib cage, feel your core muscles engaging. You need to keep your level pelvis here as well. Breathing in, breathing out. It's always good to remind yourself a couple of times, maybe put your hands here. Breathing in, rib cage, expanding, breathing out, drawing it all in. This supports, this is where it goes into your, this is the transverse abdominis muscle, the Pilates one, where you're also strengthening your back muscles as well, so very important. You get your basics right. Okay, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, draw the abdominals in. Slide one leg away, again, pelvis level, don't let the pelvis twist. Draw those abdominals in and then stretch back. When you get into this position, lengthen the arm, lengthen the leg, point the toe, flex the foot and back. They're very much working at your own level here. You've always got the option to add in your light weights here for a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out, but really concentrate on your core section. You might be thinking, oh, arms, legs. It doesn't work as well unless you really draw those core muscles in. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching. Now lengthen through the spine, stretch back here from the shoulder blades. Try not to hunch back from the top of the shoulders. If you find the shoulders are hunching, remember to do what I said before, bend the elbows a little bit. Then you can stretch up from there once your arms have got back onto the floor, and then stretch and lengthen, draw the abdominals in, breathing out, tuck the chin in, don't let that back arch. There we go. And if you want to engage a little bit more with the core, as you stretch the leg out, squeeze the buttock muscle as well. I know some people find it difficult to only squeeze one buttock muscle and not the other one, but give it a go. Stretch, squeeze the buttock muscle as you do this. And then you're going to feel a lot more core muscles engaging straight away. So you're working your whole body here. It's amazing. The benefits of Pilates, particularly with the activation band. Lengthen the neck, breathing in, breathing out. All right, both arms out to the side, so opening out. Again, stretch from the spine here, stretch the arms. One leg forward, keeping an eye on your neutral spine position. Good, okay, so if you're getting a bit bored now, please come up into your tabletop variations. You all know how to work at your own level. Breathing in, breathing out. Now again, as I just demonstrated, you're going to work a lot more through the whole body when you're doing this. If you squeeze the buttock muscle as you lower that leg, let's try that. Breathing in, breathe out, abdominals, close the ribcage, squeeze the left buttock muscle, foot down to the mat, and up again. Breathing in, breathing out, squeeze. Can you feel a lot more going on there? Okay, and then add your arms in as well, as long as you can keep your neutral spine position. Again, with the arms, if you find you're hunching, okay, bend the elbows a little bit, and then stretch back from there. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze that buttock muscle. Okay, if you feel comfortable, you can take the leg a little bit further there. So work on this, you can build up on this. And then eventually, okay, extending the leg fully. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretch the upper body as well. Lengthening, draw those abdominals in. Squeeze the buttock muscle as well for more core activation. There, back, there. Good. Okay, so we're going to add in some abdominal curls. In your choice, if you want to add the abdominal curls in, I've given you all different variations for this. Okay, so breathing in, breathing out. We're going to curl up. You can start off with the feet on the mat. Going to curl up to the left, squeeze the left buttock muscle, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Make sure you lead with the chest and you're not pulling up with the neck. One to the centre, and then one to the right. Squeeze the buttock muscle as you curl across, so you're engaging more muscles there. And start off the other side, so we're going to go left and back, centre and back Well, that was right, wasn't it? And left and back, well, you know what I mean. Okay, and then if you want to work harder, feet up in your tabletop. So we're going side and back, breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in, and the other side. Squeeze the buttock muscle here, and then we're going left, right, and centre. Squeeze and back. And then if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring the legs up a little bit higher. There, breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in. Lead with the chest. Okay, so we're going to speed that up a little bit without taking the head back on the floor each time, so it makes it a little bit more challenging. So it's your choice. Feet on the mat, feet in tabletop, or legs up in the air. Breathing in, breathing out. Make sure your head is resting in your arms and you lead it with the chest. So we're going little pulse to the right, and we're not going back down onto the floor, going straight to the centre. Little pulse to the centre, and little pulse to the side, and then we're going back down. Okay, other side, left. Pulse, centre, there, pulse, and back. Remember to squeeze that buttock muscle, squeeze, centre, squeeze that buttock muscle when you're doing a diagonal. So squeeze, centre, side, and back. And we're going squeeze, centre, side, and back. Squeeze, centre, side, and back. And now we're going to curl up. Take the right hand away over to your left side, and we're going a little pulsing action. Squeeze that buttock muscle on the left side as you do this. Now for a little bit more activation on that side, stretch the left leg up in the air. Now as you pulse, okay, you're going to stretch that leg up to the ceiling. I don't mean you're lifting your hips off. With the stretch in the leg, it's engaging more core muscles there. Point the toe, flex the foot, squeeze the buttock muscle on that side. There, there, stretching, and back, and the other side. So again, you've got feet on the floor, feet in tabletop, legs in the air, curl across, stretch, pulse, abdominal, squeeze the buttock muscle, point the toe, flex the foot, there, and back, there, and back, and then just up to the centre. Again, hands behind the head, or reaching up towards the feet. Draw the abdominals in, little pulsing action. Now to activate more your lower abdominals, which we all want to do the same thing with both legs. Point the toes, stretch the legs, point, flex, draw the abdominals in, pulsing action, and you should really feel that. There, good. Knees into the chest, circle the hips round. And there, one way and the other way. Okay, so what we're going to do here, just stay a little bit with the buttock muscles in this position. So if you want to work them a little bit harder, do bring that band down a little bit lower here. And again, you can do this with the feet on the floor. There, and back. Let's all do that first of all. So feet together, breathing in, breathing out abdominals. And just take one knee to the side. Now it's important that you don't let the hips twist here, and work against that activation band. Breathing in, breathing out there, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze, there, and then the other side, opening, and squeeze that buttock muscle as you bring it back, breathing in, breathing out, draw the abdominals in, there, and back, and then both together, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze, there, and squeeze. Now if you want to work a bit, actually no, not here, in a minute, breathing in, breathing out, there, and back. Then hold it, and then we're just going to do a little pulsing action. So outwards, outwards, outwards. Now if you have a cushion or a ball, bring the ball in between there. So this time we're going to squeeze and release. So just squeeze there rather than go out. Obviously, if you haven't got the ball, you can go outwards, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. How was that? Okay, so a little bit more challenging. You bring your feet up in your tabletop position, and then we can start to do the same thing. So breathing in, breathing out, squeeze the feet together and take that knee out to the side. So you're just doing the right one at the moment. Again, adjust the position of your activation band, draw the abdominals in, squeeze that buttock muscle, right side and then left side. Squeeze the feet together for more resistance. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, if you're not getting much movement in the legs with the band, bring the band up a little bit higher. Like this, depends on which band you've got. So there, get a bit more movement there. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze that buttock muscle as you come back up. Switch again. Squeeze there. Squeeze the feet together as well. Squeeze the buttock muscle. So the advantage of using the activation band is even though you're taking one leg out to the side, you're working the other one as well. Okay, then both at the same time. Squeeze and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretch it apart and back. Stretch apart. There, there. And then from here, we can add in our abdominals in. So we're here, open, reaching up and over and back. Breathing in, breathing out, knees apart, draw the abdominals in, stretch, add in abdominal curl if you want to, your choice. Apart, together, up, and then hold it. And then a couple of those as you bring the legs back down. Good. Okay, arms out to the side, into your low back stretch. There. Nice and slowly, breathing in. Stretch those arms out, shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Turn the head in the other direction. There. Good. All right, and then just take the bands away. If you're using the activation band, hold the ankles, bring the feet in towards you. Turn the knees out to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Okay, we're going into our low back stretch and our final stretches. So I'm just going to put some music on. Okay, so get into your position, nice comfortable position. Take your activation band off. Have a little bit of water. So this is working. Okay. Okay, so first of all, into your low back stretch, where it's a whole body stretch really. Stretch the arms back. Remember you're stretching here, not from the top of the shoulders, from the shoulder blades. So same thing here, if you find you can't, if your shoulders are hunching, bend the elbows a little bit so you can get those shoulder blades back into the floor and then stretch up. Good, legs in the other direction. Point the toes, flex the feet, stretching through the whole of the body. So remember, if you point the toes and you flex the feet, you'll get more of a stretch there. Bring the left knee in, grab the back of the thigh, draw the knee in, or draw the thigh in, I should say. Press your lower back into the mat. Breathing normally as you hold it. Press your lower back, grab the back of the thigh. Good, big stretch up. Point the toes, flex the feet. Bring the right leg in. So you want to hold it for a minimum of 10 seconds. If your low back's feeling quite tight, you might want to hold it a little bit longer. And this is a good stretch to do on your own in between classes. Great. Okay, so grab one of your bands. And we're going to our final stretches. So band around at your left foot, right leg out along the mat. Point the toes, flex the feet. Work on straightening the leg, drawing it back a little bit further. Remember, week on week, point and flex. Work on your flexibility. Hold the foot there, turn the foot inwards and outwards. That deeper stretch in the muscles. Take the left leg over to the right. Keep the foot flexed for your deep stretch and move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. Bring the leg back and take it out the other way. Forwards and backwards. Good. All right, bring the leg back. Swap legs. Good. Point the toes, flex the feet. Stretch that leg back a little bit more. Point and flex. Turn the leg inwards and outwards, still keeping the foot flexed. Good. Hold the band in one hand. Take the right leg over to the left. Keep the foot flexed. That deeper stretch and move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. Bring the leg back, swap legs. The left leg over to the left. Keep the foot flexed. Return the leg out a little bit here. So you're getting that inner thigh stretch. Move the leg forwards and backwards. Good. Alright. Left foot on the bent right knee. Leg out to the side. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. And the other one. Okay, so into relaxation position. So stay on your back, you can roll over into your child's pose stretch. And really concentrate on relaxing all the muscles. Let them sink into the mat. Start off with the neck. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, tense them and relax. Relax your back, relax your legs. And straighten the legs out if you want to, up to you. Just make sure you feel comfortable. And you can do your relaxation in this position. So now concentrate on your breathing, Pilates thoracic breathing. Deep breath in through the nose, rib cage expanding. Holding it for a few seconds. And long slow breath out through the mouth, rib cage closing. Again, holding it for a few seconds. And repeat that sequence in your own time. So the idea is to deep breath in through the nose, long slow breath out through the mouth. Practice your thoracic breathing, so we're not breathing in through the belly, breathing in through the rib cage where your lungs are, and then we're trying to hold those breaths a little bit longer, and that will help you to relax more. It slows your breathing down and it helps you to relax a little bit more. Okay, so continue that little routine in your own time. Alright, we'll slowly come back up. Up to you, stay down a bit longer. If you want to work, if you want to relax a little bit longer. Back on all fours, breathing in, breathing out. Tuck the chin under, opening the shoulder blades, draw the abdominals in. You can curl the hips under a little bit. If you want to, breathing in, breathing out. Lift the chest, shoulder blades back and down, abdominals in. And stretching, rounding, and relaxing. And then into your downward dog stretch. Stretch the arms, shoulder blades back and down, hips up in the air, and try and get your heels down towards the mat. Come up onto the toes and stretch the heel back down. Up and down. Alright, then abdominals in. Walk your hands back up towards your feet. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly coming up. Back to the centre. Alright, no tension anywhere. Obviously, 3 points of connection. Roll those shoulders forwards, up, back and down. And then reaching up slightly behind you. Stretching up, cross the hands behind the head, breathing in, breathing out, head forwards. And slowly coming up. Fantastic, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. This is your class with more challenging options, which is what we did today. Particularly in our plank position. We did our arm up and down in our forearm plank and up again. We should really be feeling that in the back of the arms. Okay, I shall see you soon. Thanks very much.